lawyer, because we have hundreds of subscribers in our estate, and we have a
hundreds. Please be more specific.
We have in excess of 300 subscribers.
Exactly 300 round figure? Excess.
In excess.
Okay, go on.
Yes, and we have good working relationship with all our subscribers, except maybe one Olaleye, and the matter is in court as we speak. They've been to Berekete. They said there was no charge against us.
We are not talking about matters in court. We just asked you a straightforward question.
Okay.
Can you answer it?
So the Fort Royal Homes is into real estate. Our office is located in Gudu, and affirm
that the evidence I shall give
shall
be the truth,
the truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
How many did you submit out of our request? We requested for 21 items.
Good morning, Honorable Chairman. I saw the list and I discussed with the management, but most of these documents are safely kept in the custody of the MD. However, some of these documents were submitted to FCDA for approval purposes, including the land titles and the Mass Housing Department in FCTA too.
Excuse me. You are on oath. You are here representing your MD. And now you are saying some of the documents are with the MD, and saying at the same time some of the documents are with the FCDA and other relevant authorities. We are not asking for original copies now. What we want now is information on each and every relevant document. And there is a need for you to give us documents at least 1 week before the appearance to the investigation hearing, so that members can go through the content, compare with the submission of the petitioners and any other complaint written against your company, whether there are infractions or not, where there are violations or not, where there are clauses between agreements, in an agreement between you and your subscribers that are more or less unfair clauses. So as far as we are concerned, for you holding brief for your MD, you are not even qualified to do that because you are not in a position of the relevant documents. You are still saying that the documents are with the MD. Then why will he delegate you to come and represent him without giving you the enough documents requested by the committee? Yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. I discussed this with him, but there's this agreement that a courier will be sent for us to have access to those documents, because when he was leaving, he left hurriedly out of the country on health issues.
Normally, whenever he's going on health tourism, he goes with the documents.
No, I mean the access.
Excuse me,
okay,
I don't know, I think you don't know the implication of being on oath before answering questions before investigative hearing committee. Anything you said now can be used against you even in a court of law, because you are already under oath. You are mixing words now, that he has traveled.
Yes, sir.
Out, he is sick.
Yes.
He went with all the relevant documents of the company.
He didn't go with them, but the access to those things, he will give us the access. And as soon as...
You said he's going to courier it wherever he is to your place. And now you are saying it's in the safe.
No. Let me, sir.
Okay, put it.
I'm not saying he left with the documents. I said the access to the documents, the keys to the safe, he will send it, then we can make copies, sir.
In other words, he traveled with the keys to the documents.
Yes. Somehow, I can't access them, but I will make sure I reach out to him and see how...
Excuse me.
No,
I will not just
on the
step
petition.
down. This is the second time you are appearing, and you are taking this committee for a ride.
No.
Where is the sergeant at arms?
Ma'am, excuse me.
Get me the sergeant at arm. We are going to detain you for 6 hours. Get the sergeant at arm. Let him be detained. You cannot take us for a ride.
No, not. See,
This is the second time you're coming and you didn't bring any document with you.
ma'am,
You are telling us one story from one story to another. And this is the way you people relate with home buyers and investors. We won't
ma'am,
take this.
with apologies, with due apologies, ma'am. The sincere truth
Get
is
me
that
the sergeant at arm.
One thing that gives me happiness is that the whole world is watching us. And one thing that gives me happiness is that you have decided
This man is coming.
to take your own fate in your own hand by swearing on oath. I'm coming. We will never allow anybody to take us for a ride. We will never. Nigerian parliament will never. See, wait. Nobody is here to intimidate anybody. Nobody is here to harass anybody.
First time, nothing.
People pay their hard-earned money, and they can't get service. They can't get value for what they paid for. They came to their elected representative in tears. Assuming these people are the one asking these questions from you, if you can be doing this to us, Nigerian parliament, come. What is in the office of that your boss? Do you keep human head there that place cannot be opened? And you are here giving these excuses. I hope Nigerians are watching, so that when the parliament slam that hammer, nobody will say we have been unfair to you. We have been given enough rope to pull. You can't be telling us somebody is somewhere. As I'm talking to you, the chairman practically dragged me here from sick bed to come attend to Nigerians. I pleaded, and she said, I cannot but come to this company, to this hearing. Just note, we will not take this from you. We will not.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. Sincerely,
Business continuity plan. Do you know about that? So, God forbid, if anything happens to your chairman today, your company will fold up. Tell Nigeria, if anything happens, God forbid, anything happens to your chairman today, I've not asked you to answer my question, please. If anything happens to your chairman today, your company will not function again. And the investment of everyone there will go down the drain. You are just not serious, because I don't know why you should be coming here to this Hello Chamber, to this committee with excuses that are so flimsy, that cannot be even, because when you tell one lie, you tell another lie to cover that lie, tell another lie to cover another lie, and you are lying on that oath. You don't know, because no, I'm still alleging you, I'm not saying you have lied. You're lying on that oath, because when you say business continuity plan, any business, whatever happens, that business will continue, because it's a going concern. It's not a limited liability company. Your company is a liability company or enterprise.
so it's a limited liability company.
Okay. Limited by
Honorable Sir,
shares or by guarantee.
Honorable Sir,
Wait.
I want to plead.
I'm on the floor, please. You cannot interrupt me. Mr. Chairman, I think we need to just allow him to go, or whatever. Whatever your decision, we step in them and then move on with whatever we are doing. If the committee will just.
In the year 2011, my late husband met with Mr. Sheyi Olufade under the company of Delta to get us a land. So after talking to him for few months, he told us that he couldn't get a land for us, that he had 4 properties in Fort Royal Homes, that he worked for them, he did IT for them, so that we should go into the estate, go and find out if we will like the house. So we went to the house, we went to the estate, we picked one out of the 4 Mr. Sheyi told us. So after showing us, we went to the admin office to go and confirm, is it true that this man worked for you and you use these houses to pay for his workmanship? They told us yes, that it was not even the only person, that some people supply electrical and they gave them housing to pay their workmanship. So after we went to the estate management, they convinced us that yes, it was true that Mr. Seyi Olufade had those properties, that we can go ahead to take possession of the houses. So the house was in carcass position, no fence, nothing was there. So we now went there to the admin office. They said we should pay 800 and something thousand for them to come and do the fence, to excavate the fence and the boys quarter for us. So we paid that money, we did it, we built the house, myself and my late husband. So in 2013 August, we moved in. The total money, since they have given us assurance that truly we should be paying to Seyi Olufade, so we started paying to Seyi Olufade. We paid 18 point something million to Seyi Olufade. So we moved in August 2013 with my family. So we're living in the house. Normally we pay all our charges and all the light connection and everything. So we were there till 2017. They brought letter from the court that the house they gave Seyi Olufade, they have taken it from him because he doesn't finish their work. That was 2017 May. My husband was still alive then. So we gave it to the lawyer, and the lawyer replied them that you don't have any business with these people because you are the one that told us categorically that Seyi worked for you, and that was what gave them the audacity to enter that estate to continue building. So you don't have, if Seyi did not finish your work, go and meet Seyi and settle with Seyi, not with these people. So we were there. 2018 March, my husband passed. So after the demise of my husband, I have children, and I say, this house is 3-bedroom and a BQ. I said, let me just leave this place, go and rent a smaller apartment, let this place out so that I will be generating money to train my children. That was June. I went out, I left the place June after the demise of my husband. So 3 months I was going to the estate to supervise the renovation of the house, the painting, the everything. Nobody taught me that I should not continue. So after that, I now took a tenant through my lawyer to enter the place. The tenant now entered. He has not even paid, he just gave us check. So immediately the tenant entered, they started frustrating the man that he should pack out of the house, that he is not supposed to be there, that the case is in the court. The man said, no, you want to cheat this woman, I won't go, I will not leave the house. So they frustrated the man to the extent that they withdrew the child of the man from the estate school just to frustrate him. That was not enough. If the man is going out, they won't open gate for him. You have to come down and open gate. And that was not enough. They went to go and bring big stones. It's in the pictures is part of the document I submitted. Big stones, so that I will not have access to the house. So virtually the man wasn't staying in the country, the tenant, so he has to move out because the family, he said he cannot leave the family inside that house because there's problem. So he moved out. We went to after he moved out that November, I went to the police station at Zone 3. So when we got to the police station, the AIG there told us that we should go home and settle this matter. He said it's something we can talk to ourselves and settle it. So we went to after we left the police station, we went to the estate with the MD. When we got there, MD told us we should go and bring 23 million naira to come and pay again. After we have paid 80 point something million to Seyi Olufade, it took us almost 50 million plus to put the house in order. So the MD now say we should go and bring 23 million naira. I said, I'm a widow. Where do you want me to see 23 million naira at this particular time? And he told us that the only thing he can do was to give us 10% discount out of the 23 million. 23 million, no, it couldn't be so, because based on the relationship of the man and my late husband, I now went to him personally. Otumba, where do you want me to see 23 million? I'm a widow, see my children, they have to go to school, I have to maintain, I have to pay my bill. He said, okay, madam, go and bring 10 million naira. Then we are going to spread the other one for you. I said, 10 million naira? Why do you want me to see 10 million naira? And I said, I should go around. That I should say, no, Abba, Otumba, you are very close to my husband. You shouldn't do this one to me. And that was all. Since that time, stones are in front of the estate now. I mean the building. I cannot have access to the building till today. Since 2018. Till today, the house is dead, bush everywhere and everything. That's it, sir.
Rear Admiral.
And he's alive?
He's alive, but he's a bit sick. We live in Kaduna.
Okay, please continue.
No Nava people to...
Actually, the third person is a Nava guy serving, but my husband said he does not want to take laws into his hand. Because that guy, that day when he saw the guy, he slapped the guy. The guy
Honorable
almost
members,
died,
madam, switch off your phone. These are the type of companies that normally lure in other reputable companies or other reputable developers
Fort Royal Homes.
in trouble. So the most important thing I will want to move that we step down the issue of Fort Royals until when the chairman, chief executive officer appear in person. Meanwhile, we'll continue to observe our legislative powers from the point of invitation to the point of summoning up to the point of arrest. That's the most important thing. These are more or less widows. And she has paid 18 million naira. All of a sudden, you will ask her to pay more than 20-something million naira.
From 18
No,
to
no,
25.
we'll not hear from you because you are not holding brief for anybody. Let the MD come in person. And all these people we are mentioning, we are going to invite them to see to an end.
We write to CAC to furnish us with information about this company so that we know who and who is involved in this company. It's a very, very serious matter.
It's like you are hiding the identity of the owners of the company.
That is not true, sir.
They
But, sir,
defraud
on
people.
this petition, can I say one or two words?
We give them enough latitude, and if for any reason they didn't come with their submissions or the MD appear in person, that will take, you use the sledgehammer. Mr. Chairman, that's my motion. That's the amendment to the motion on ground.
Thank you very much for your recommendations, honorable colleagues. But the thing is that I feel for these women. They are women. Some of them are widows. The second one, her husband is very ill. And they've been consistent. I think this is about the third time they have come here. Fort Royal Homes.
Yes, ma'am.
When will your MD be back? It's obvious that you cannot hold brief for him.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
when is he coming back?
Let me communicate and know when medically you'll be fit to come. Then I'll write officially. I'll communicate to the...
Okay. Now that you want to say something, Honorable Johnny? I know. You think you can play with everybody's intelligence? Or you want to take us for a ride? We are the People's Parliament. And we will act accordingly. And in due time, of course. I will give your MD, I want to appeal to you that you have come here to seek redress. And we will not rest until you get justice. So don't be tired. Keep coming. We are here for you.
Excuse me,
And
ma'am.
the very last time, we will want to see your MD Tuesday, a week from now, exactly 1 week from now, Tuesday. What's Tuesday's date? Is it 2nd or 3rd?
And Tuesday you started.
I think it's the beginning of December. Someone,
Tuesday started. No, 29 is Wednesday. Is Monday.
it's 3rd. So, you tell your MD to be here on Tuesday, the 30th, and forward all the required documents demanded by this committee. Tuesday, 30th, 11 a.m. I so move. Was on fair contract. And we have FCC, Consumer Protection here, to speak to us, maybe enlighten us about what an unfair contract is.
Sorry, good morning once again, honorable members. The FCCP Act does not give a specific definition of what an unfair clause is. However, we have adopted one that is of international usage, and it is to the effect that it is one that is contrary to the requirement of good faith and causes significant imbalance in the parties' rights and
Not
obligations.
only a mere good faith, utmost good faith.
Utmost good faith, sir. Yes. And it also causes significant imbalance in the rights and obligations of parties. Now the explanation that we have adopted for this purpose. And to say that the reason why I am here is because we got an invitation from this committee. And to say also that we have, I don't know if this particular complainant is the one, but we have had a complaint against Cosgrove that we have investigated extensively. And we could not get to a conclusion because Cosgrove was of the opinion that it would prefer to go to court than to have the matter resolved. And like I said, the reason why we felt our intervention was necessary at the time was because we found some of those clauses not just unfair but also unconscionable. Thank you.
The complainant can now lay his complaint physically before you, and whatever you have to say, you say it. Members will go back to their offices and take a position and arrive at a position. On that note, I second the motion moved by Honorable Abuja Developer that we are just sitting till Tuesday so that members can digest your document, and complainants that are not here will be available so that the complainant and the company complained against will be here, and we will be fully prepared, having had your document too, to be able to take you. I so second, Mr. Chairman.
About this issue, we have invited Oakleaf Global Synergy. We invited him and he's not here. This is the second time.
I'm self-employed. I have block industry close to the estate. I've been hearing a lot of what is happening in that area, like Goshen Estate. I subscribed, I paid them money. Before I got my money back, it was war. One day, they now introduced me to Mr. Dominic, Mr. Chris. He was a chairman. I told him that I needed land to build on my own. He said, yes, it's available. That his boys should take me to there. I told the boy, there are houses between left and right and back. It's only land that's available there. I told the boy, does the land genuine? He said, yes, but I should confirm from the chairman. I went back to the chairman, he said, yes, that I should pay it. We agree on 3 million. He said, if I can pay 1 million and pay move to site, I will commence the work. I paid 1 million, I pay move to site. He gave me authorization letter, he signed. Letter of allocation, he signed. Plot number, I collected all those. And I asked for the drawing. He said I should come in the next 2 weeks, which I went. I couldn't meet him in the office. If I called, he will not pick my call. I will meet the staff. They will say I should sit down. I will be there from morning till evening, several days. And I'll discover that if I'm in the office, they will be making call to him. Okay, there was a day I stood up. I went around the premises of their office to know who owns the premises so that I will lay my complaint. They told me that it has been the practice of the man that they can't do anything. I now ranted. I began to shout in the premises. Somebody came, Mr. Kayode, he said he's a lawyer to the company, that I should write letter. I said, I don't know you. How will I write letter? When I was paying, I did not write letter. He said, I should write. That is formal. That is the procedure. I engaged a lawyer. I wrote letter. I submitted. They claimed that they didn't see it. Later, after 2 weeks, they said I should write another one. I wrote. They now acknowledge it. I have a copy. They said they will pay me. Months after months, I couldn't get any response. I went there second time, ranted, calling the attention of people so that they will bear me witness. So the lawyer also came. He said, please, their chairman is not around, that he will write another letter, he will sign, I should just believe him. He wrote, he signed, he gave me, I get a copy. I couldn't see any response. I now went to police station in Trademore. I reported. They said I should mobilize them, which I gave them some money. When I went to the police station after, they said the man, I should just know how to comply with him. That the man is, they don't understand him. I now went to Berekete, laid the complaint. I submitted the letter. I now listened one of the days on radio that Madam came and spoke that if anybody asks complaint, she'll bring the letter. That is how I brought my letter to the Honorable House. Please.
When you were making the first payment of 1 million naira,
yes, sir.
Were you given a receipt?
Yes, sir.
You make the payment cash or through bank transfer?
Through bank transfer, sir.
To the company's account?
Yes, sir.
And you have the receipt?
I have the receipt, sir.
They issued you a receipt after presenting bank teller?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
After that, have you made any payment further?
Yes.
How much?
300,000.
Making 1.3 million?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the cost implication was 3 million naira by then?
Yes, sir. Okay. And what we agreed was that I will spread the 2 million.
The payment, I know.
Yes, sir.
This is how they normally do.
When I went to the site, I met another person working on
the first letter you wrote that they said is misplaced. Have you collected the acknowledgement copy?
Yes, sir, I have it.
You have the first acknowledgement, second acknowledgement, and the
yes,
third
sir,
acknowledgement?
I have it.
That is very nice. So it's okay. We would have loved to hear you. Unfortunately, the company is not here. Yes. And the committee expressed dismay over their attitude. And definitely we are going to handle it. It's part of our responsibility. And we'll do everything within our limit to protect not only the integrity of this institution, but the integrity of every Nigerian. Thank you so much. And we apologize.
Who are you in the company before now?
I am part of a shareholder and I'm also the director of projects. I'm one of the founders of the company.
So
is there any letter appointing you as an acting MD of the company?
Before he traveled.
Before he travels.
My name is captured on the CSC document as a director and a shareholder of the company and also a founder. So I know everything
but
about
it's not captured in the CSC document that you are the acting MD whenever the MD is not around.
I'm sorry, Honorable. I didn't think that letter would be needed in this sitting, sir.
No, we need that letter because it's the letter that we can hold when and wherever the need arises. So we need a letter appointing you as acting MD to speak on his behalf. There must be a letter.
That won't be a problem, Honorable.
This is the procedure we have here.
I wouldn't want to waste it.
Electronic media for all chief executive to appear in person. And failure to do that, we are going to take legislative process. Thank you. He can deny it tomorrow that he's not acting, despite this session is being taped. No, I'm telling you, I'm not just saying because of you.
Honorable,
but that later,
he has a CAC document in front of us, and we demanded for it. Let us look at your CAC document.
Yes.
What page? And that is a brief profile of the company, its registered name and office address, Document 2 submitted, number of employees, how many number? What was this pension? Is it pension or something? 20. Okay.
20.
You have 20.
Yes.
Do you have your NSITF certificate here?
Yes, they have their names side by side.
Do you have a contributory pension scheme of pension that can be transmitted into retirement savings accounts of every individual employee in a private sector that has, or a private company that has more than 3 employees? Then the employer is going to contribute certain percentage and the employee is going to contribute certain. Are you aware of that?
I like to say what is happening out there in the real business world. And most of these people that are contributing this money over time have found it very difficult to even have access or how to benefit from this. And the complaints has been so endearing. However, in the pursuit of our business, because we are private dealers, this document sometimes is not applicable because we don't seek for contracts from government. I'm trying to be honest. So it hasn't really been like a #1 priority on our company list because we don't go for contracts. But however,
Excuse me, you are getting it wrong. What the law says is any private company with more than 3 employees must have contributory pension scheme. And certain percentage of that particular contribution must come from an employer. And the employee is going to contribute certain percentage, and the amount is going to employees' retirement savings account. It's not going to government, it's not going to PENCOM, it's not going to anywhere. It's going to retirement savings account of an individual employee, an account opened by him through his PFA, that is Pension Fund Administrator.
You know,
And another thing, as part of that law, employees must be covered through what we call a group life insurance cover. And the benefit or the sum assured must be equal to 3 times annual emolument of that particular employee. Do you have that?
I'm sorry, Honorable, this is too much information
No,
for
this
me.
is
because you don't say what you don't know.
This shows that your
Yes.
company is not supposed to exist.
No, sorry,
You
sir.
just
You
made a
are
careless statement.
operating a company with infraction.
No, the reason is because our kind of people are laborers, like steady, because we are doing real estate.
Okay, the
and
whole
services.
20 are laborers.
No, some
You
are.
said you have
No,
20 employees.
What I
Even
call
if they are laborers, are they
laborer-
not human? Do you have insurance for them to cover them?
You know, we are working on most of these things because the way our
Is your
business,
company insured for the kind of job that you're doing?
I'm sure it's the people that does the paperwork, the business papers and the statements of account. Most of those things are captured in those documents that they do.
Oh, no.
Because of the
How many
businesses
people
we do.
are on your payroll? You said 20.
We can provide most of these things moving forward. We can adjust to them. Like I said before, the reason why
You don't tell us moving forward. We tell you
I'm
moving
sorry,
forward.
I'm sorry.
When you're done,
I'm
we
sorry.
will let you know when
I'm
to
sorry.
move forward.
I'm sorry.
Certificate of incorporation with the corporate affairs. I think we just
Yes, about 20 hectares.
20 hectares.
Yes.
20 hectares in Sabonlugbe. What's the next location again?
Gosa.
Gosa.
Yes.
What is the size?
In Gosa, we have 10 hectares. Gosa.
Where else?
That's all for now.
You said you have about 5 sites.
Yes, that's in Piakasa, Sabonlugbe. It's about one but cross section, and that's why we
So
named them
Sabonlugbe,
differently.
20 hectares, Gosa, 10 hectares. Which other place do you have?
No, none other.
You just told us you have about 5 sites.
Yes,
Do
because
you
in
want them to
Piakasa,
rewind it for you?
no, Piakasa, we divided it into 4. That's why we called it 4 sides. One is Goshen Villa, another one is Goshen Fortress, the Fortress.
So a
and
total of 30 hectares.
about total of 20 in Sabonlugbe and 10 in Gosa.
So we are dealing with, your company is dealing with about a total of 30 hectares,
30
right?
hectares, yes.
Correct.
Hectares in 5 sites, isn't it?
No, in 2 sites.
In 2 sites.
Yes,
Do
one
you
is
have
in-
the development plan with you?
The development plan is for Sabonlugbe, but for Gosa, we've not started developing yet.
And you have started selling?
No, we've not sold yet.
You have not?
No, we've not sold.
You have not started anything there?
No, we are doing site preparations. The level of development control on that area is different from what we had in Sabonlugbe, so the processes are more tedious, so we're following it.
So you have
as
not
per
sold even single?
No,
it's
we've
okay.
not sold, no.
I
not
want to
sold.
go back. Out of the 5 sites, you have mentioned 2 sites, Sabon, Lugbe, and Goshen.
No, Sabonlugbe is the district name. It's the district name, Sabonlube East Extension. In Sabonlube East Extension, we have one site but 4 estates.
Okay, one
Yes.
site,
4
four
estates.
estates. And you said it's area council land.
Yes, they are area council land.
The last time Director Land was here, he told us that they don't issue area council land. Where did you get your title document
There
from?
was a honorable member that was seated far
Where
right
did
here.
you get your title document from?
They are area council title documents we bought from third party.
And this question on Sabonlube is under which area council?
Area
Lube?
council, Amak, yes,
Amak.
yes, Sabonlube
Ama,
East
we will want to
Extension.
see a copy. Have you registered it with Actress?
Yes, we've registered with Arteries, yes.
We want you to bring a copy, furnish us with a copy.
Okay.
There's an amount that, no, not 100. If you, I think, I can tell you because I've read it before in the guideline, that if you're giving area council land, for each hectare is 1 million. Are you aware?
No, I'm not aware.
You're not aware?
No, I'm not.
When you went to Actress, it wasn't given to you. It's
No, we pay-
stipulated in their guideline. I have seen it.
We
So
pay-
you find out before you come next week.
Okay.
There's, I think, 1 million for each hectare.
Okay.
And we would want you to authenticate the title documents
Okay.
so that we know that it's coming from area council.
Okay. Documents. This is the fact. There are people who owns those property. I live in my estate, and I have clients who have sold to. They've done due diligence on the land, and they are from area council. If you go
Look,
to
we
area
are
11,
aware of what is going on.
yes,
If you claim that you have a land, you should have your title documents.
yes, I will provide all of that.
Please, we are aware of land grabbing, multiple allocation, you can call it any name.
Yes.
When you are coming next week, don't come here and lecture us because we know what is happening in that setup.
Yes.
The director of land categorically stated here, the last time he was here, that there is no area council title document from anyone. For if you are coming here to claim that you have area council title document, go and authenticate it with the FCT or FCDA, FCTA, Federal Capital Territory Administration, and bring it back to us here.
Yes, I will.
That's all we have. We need the authenticity of those documents.
Thank you very much. I
And
will.
coming back to the issue of preparing land.
The one in Gosa, we've not started there
No,
yet.
let me tell you what they do. Most of them just go, if you look at an estate that we are aware of, because they never had title documents. People just go and backdate papers, get the chief or get elder's consent in a federal capital territory. I mean, it doesn't make sense. We must do things in the right way and follow due procedure. If you are telling us you got your title document, which of course you didn't come with it, I think that's the most important document you should bring, whether or not we asked for it or we requested for it. You know that a lot of persons are doing, that's the trend now. Sometimes they go on and encroach on people's lands and the villagers. They chase them out. It is not permitted, it is not acceptable. You are going to bring your title document here, authenticate your title document from FCTA, and report back to the committee.
Yes, I will. Thank you very much.
I want to know why you don't have number 5 submitted. How did you get your funding?
Yeah, we got our funding from Site and Services. We did marketing, did promotion, and got people to buy into.
So people have
project.
made down payment already. Is that what you are saying? You have advertised,
People,
and
people suffer.
you are dealing with people's money. And then you come here and tell us that you cannot pay, you cannot, oh gosh, you cannot arrange for pension for your people. These things have to do with public matters. So you must plan for your workers. You are dealing with public fund, and that's why we are coming in. We are the People's Parliament. So don't think because you are a private developer, we don't have rights to look into your document, as presumed by you.
I'm very sorry.
So, stop being sorry. We are going to speak to your document. How do you get, you say self-funding. People have made deposits already.
Yes, we bring in our personal funds into it to kick off the project. And then
Personal fund, from where? What do you do for a living?
I'm a farmer.
Farmer?
Yes. And apart from that, we try business. You have to
What
put
kind of farmer?
I am a rice farmer
Where is your farm?
in Kagaroko, Jerry.
How many hectares?
I'm trying my best on about
You must
10
be a very
hectares.
rich one. A very rich rice farmer.
We're trying our best.
Okay, let's proceed. I ask again. Have people started making down payments?
Yes, people have built. They buy the sectioned
Off
land
plan.
and build. Yes, they buy sectioned lands and then they develop according to the prototype that we have.
So you have off-takers?
Yes, we have
They bought
off-takers.
into the concept
Yes,
and they've made a unit.
some 2.5, and we give them a spread payment plan. Some 3 million.
2.5.
Yes,
For how many bedroom?
for 3-bedroom bungalow and for
Totaling how much? That's the down payment is 2.5.
yes, some yes.
Okay. And how much do you sell, like, does your 3 bungalow go for?
The main building itself.
Yes,
You mean the house or the land? The land. It's the land that we
Okay, so
sell.
you sell the land
Yes.
and people build.
Yes, they
So
build the
what kind of
prototype.
document do you give them when you sell this land?
We give them offer. They first of all fill up the subscription form. We give them offer and deed
We
of
want
sales.
to have a copy
Yes.
of your offer letter
It's
and
okay.
your agreement.
Yes.
Secretariat, take note. We want to have a copy of your offer letter.
Yes.
If you come here and deny anything, we'll replay it back.
Some of our properties has improved over time. When we started our real estate business, we sold at 2.5 and it has been increasing over time. And you know the way that some others, some wants to buy larger spaces, some request to want to buy 4-bedroom prototypes, some will buy 3-bedroom, some will buy 2-bedroom. So that's how it fluctuates based on customer demand.
First of all, we need to ascertain that your land is real.
Yes.
It will be very terrible for you if you don't have your documents. Because one of the things we are going to be doing here.
Representing our federal constituency from Ondo State, have I move the adjournment of this meeting for today till Tuesday next week.
Seconder.
Yeah. Having moved a motion to on the motion for adjournment till next week, Tuesday, 30th of November. I so second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion.